The fundamentals. Why tiny changes make a big difference. How to build better habits in 4 simple steps. In 1898, Edward Thorndike, a psychologist, conducted an experiment. He placed the cat in a device called Puzzle Box. It was designed in a way that if the cat pressed a lever, it could escape and get food. Most cats would try to escape, claw at loose objects, and when finally would find the lever and escape from the device, they would get a reward, which was the escape. When he repeated the experiment on the same cat, he found that once the cats learned where the lever was, they made their escape quicker. So the time went from 1.5 to 6.3 seconds. He concluded that behavior followed by satisfying consequences tends to be repeated, and behaviors that produce unpleasant consequences are less likely to be repeated. So the cat basically clawed around and then finally pressed the lever, escaped, and found the food. That was the reward. Humans also try different techniques and they fail, and they learn, they try something different, and then finally when they stumble to reward, they repeat their behavior. Habits are simply reliable solutions to recurring problems that we face. Habits save time, reduce activity in the brain, conserve your brain energy, so the brain skips the process of trial and error. Habits don't restrict freedom, but in fact they create it. Good financial habits will reduce your financial struggles. Good healthy habits also mean less financial worries. Habits are mental shortcuts. They reduce cognitive burden, so your brain can direct its attention towards other tasks. Cue triggers brain to initiate a behavior. Craving is the motivational force behind a behavior. Example, you smoke because of the feeling that it provides. You brush your teeth because you like the clean mouth that it gives. Response is the actual habit. The habit delivers a reward which could satisfy us. Example, food and water gives satiety, so there's contentment. Our brain teaches us which actions are worth remembering, as the brain is a reward detector. Pleasure and disappointment are feedbacks. Each of these 3 steps are important to form a response. If you eliminate the cue, habit will not form. If there's no craving, it takes the motivation from a behavior. Take away the reward, and the habit will not stick. A habit loop. So here's an example. The cue, phone buzzes with a new text. Craving, you want to know what the text message is. Response, you grab the phone and read it. Reward, you satisfied your craving, which was the curiosity of wanting to read. So you can think of these as a lever influencing your behavior. So how to create good or bad habits? So first of all, if you want to create good habit, for the cue, you have to make it obvious. The second law is craving. You have to make the craving attractive. The third law is response. You have to make the response easy. The fourth law is reward, which is you make it satisfying. And if you inverse it, you can use it for bad habits. So first law, cue. Make the cue invisible so you never see it. Inverse second law, the craving. Make the craving unattractive. Inverse third law, response. Make it difficult. Inverse the fourth law, so you don't have a reward. You have something unsatisfying or unpleasant. Chapter summary. A habit is a behavior that was repeated many times to make it automatic. Purpose of the habit is to save time and energy of the brain. Habit has a feedback loop or 4 stages: a cue, craving, response, and reward. Make better habits by making the stages more obvious, attractive, easy, and more satisfying.